person lives music. If she's ever at home, there's hardly any time that she's not writing, jamming, scribbling down some inspiration for later. I wanted to know what she got up to outside the apartment. What does an always busy musician do daily with their craft in New York City? Lola invited me to meet her under 14th Street, where she usually busks in her ever rarer spare time. I needed money and I wanted to learn to feel more comfortable playing in front of people, she tells me. So I started out on the street first at a young age, then I tried out the subway. Once I heard the acoustics and how the sound resonated, it just made sense to me. It's a way to play out in the open to see how perfect strangers feel about your jam, she continues. That's the real critique. And the money ain't bad. Lola doesn't remember a time in her life without music. As an adult, she has, or still does, play in some of the, quote, about 8 bands she's been a part of, actively playing in as many as 4 at a time. It's quite the spectrum. An all-girl garage rock band named Fisty, a punk band, a gospel trio, an 8-piece. She was even the drummer for an alt-country band. It was a slow day in the subway, so we didn't stay long. Prior to leaving, Lola invited me to her studio in Midtown, where I could meet her studio partner and engineer/producer, Andrew Fellis, as well as her bandmate, Mark Weiniger. Bathed in the muted, warm light of the studio, musical trinkets and graffiti litter the wood-paneled walls. Guitars, cables, Lola's albums, and dozens of others that have been engineered there. A list of now defunct music venues in the village is tucked behind the door. The sheet music for Madonna's Borderline has a special place on the wall. As Lola tells it, this studio was Madonna's rehearsal space in the early 80s, and she ended up living in it for a while after being evicted from the apartment she was squatting in. Tonight feels less cozy, however. Mark has come to the studio for a mixing session. Mark plays guitar and lends his vocals to his and Lola's musical duo, Quarterscope. But on tonight's track, Mark had also laid down the original bass line. Lola and Andrew felt they needed something cleaner, so they had a bassist friend in LA record a new one, and tonight they were showing it to Mark.
Playing bass. He's in California right now, and I emailed him and asked him if he had any ideas.
You could feel the awkward tension. A stubborn type of guy who has his way of doing things, Mark seemed unwilling to be open to the change, or any change. They discussed, listened over and over, adjusted the mix, took notes, went back and forth. The musical debate continued as the group took a smoke break. Growing more visibly frustrated, Mark left abruptly. "It's your project, so do whatever you guys want," he said before leaving. Lola and Andrew had a lot to discuss after that. He gets stuck on what he knows. He doesn't like to push the envelope or hear that somebody else might do something better. They vent to me, among other things. Lola and Mark have been playing together on and off for 9 years and recording this album for 1. So hopefully this is just a bump in the long road for them. When I finally do catch Lola at home, it's the unworn boots that give her away. Both times I dropped in, she was setting up to record a quick demo, an idea she will come back to later. I ask her why she never stops. Clarity, she offers. What things are in life and how I see them. It helps me gain clarity. It's how I process the shit. The post-it notes are a part of her process, each holding some random inspiration and placed into some kind of order, to be revisited another day. Lola also works in the music department at the Blue School, working with the faculty there to teach music to young children. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to gain access in time for this project.